Welcome, Mr. Pass's children. Welcome, Mr. Pass's children. That's interesting. Okay, it wasn't my idea. Anyway, but I liked it. Okay, test 4. All right, now, test 4 puts together a lot of things that you already knew. All right? So, if you don't know your negatives, you're going to have trouble, right? That was an old test. If you don't know your distributive property number 6, you're going to have a little trouble too. So you have to kind of build, right? Does that make sense? Okay. All right, so our first people I should say, are Sparkle Belt and Purple. Isn't that right? Did they do it right? Yeah. Okay, let's hear it. Okay, Sparkle Belt and Purple. Okay, I don't know which one of you is Sparkle Belt, but
I'm Sparkle Belt.
She's Sparkle Belt. And you're Purple? Okay, let's do it. All right. Purple. Pick a color, any color. Whoever's doing number 1.
Pink.
Pink. All right. What would you do first for this problem?
So first you would, okay, so the 6 is a positive, but you would change it to a negative.
Okay, that is correct. Can you do a Superstar Co-Star just for people at home that want a little help on it? So who's Superstar?
Okay, Y.
Y. Who's Co-Star?
3.
Who's extra?
A 6.
Okay, correct. Do we all agree? Yeah. Okay, so we get rid of, what do we get rid of first? Everybody Superstar, Co-Star,
Extra.
So she already said it. She said subtract 6. And if you do it on one side,
you do it on the other.
Do it on the other side. And what's that called? The rule where you have to do doing it on one side, doing it on the other.
Yeah, the do-do rule.
All right. So now that we get rid of the 6, we still have y over 3 on the left. So some people are kind of forgetting to rewrite it down here. So be careful. I want you to show both steps.
Yeah,
here
so
we go. Y over 3 equals to what?
4.
4. You're right. Now, this is
positive.
This is something that isn't unusual. Usually we need our good guys, bad guys. But it's only really 10 minus 6. But I'm going to show you that if you use your scoreboard, you're still going to end up with positive 4. Does that make sense? Okay, what's next? Y over 3 equals 4. What's our second step?
You multiply by 3 on both sides.
Multiply by 3 on both sides. Very good. And we get?
12, positive 12.
Right, are we done?
Yeah.
But you can check it if you
You
want.
can check
So
it.
we can check our work. So let's check our work. Does anybody know how to do that?
12.
Anybody know how to check their work? How? No, you don't have to come up. Just tell me. You rewrite the beginning problem, but what do you do instead of writing it the way it is? Right, so we put a 12 in where the y is. So 12 over 3 plus 6 is equal to 10. All right, and we find out if that's true. What's 12 over 3? 4 plus 6. Is that equal to 10?
Yes.
Woo, we did it!
Let's
Yay.
go,
and then
baby.
you go home and you tell your mom and dad. You say, Mom and Dad, I got 100% on my test. And they're like, what? And you're like, yeah, I know because I checked my answer. Okay. All right. Now, let me pause it right here. All right, we have Pineapple. Let's give Pineapple a round of applause. Very good. Okay. So Pineapple, how would you solve number 2?
First you would change the -5 into a +5.
Okay. I want you to, again, for the people at home, can you do Superstar, Co-Star, Extra? Pick a color, by the way.
Blue.
Blue, okay. Who's Superstar?
Superstar is Z.
Z, Co-Star?
4.
Okay. And Extra?
5.
Good. So for those of you at home, if you are not sure, right? If you are not sure about why to get rid of that -5, it's the thing that's separated from the variable, right?
Right.
Okay, so she did it without the Superstar Co-Star Extra, which is just fine. Okay, so we still have the -4z. All right, now what?
First we of course do -1 plus 5.
Yeah, how do you do that?
We use our scoreboard.
Yeah, use the scoreboard, and we get 5 good guys and 1 bad guy makes
Positive 4.
4 good guys. Very good. Hold on a second. Now what?
Now we're going to divide
By
negative 4.
negative 4. Okay. I think that's correct, Pineapple. Now we have z equals 2.
0.
No, correct. No, it's not subtracting. It's dividing. How many 4s are in 4?
Oh, 1.
1. So it's positive and negative makes negative 1.
Negative 1. Dang, I got it wrong.
Yeah, it's not 0. It's not 0. Careful. It's okay. It's okay. You were super close. So, but see, watch this. If you thought the answer was 0, then you would have found out through checking it, right? That it wasn't right. Watch. Let's try it. Negative 4 times 0 minus 5. Okay, so that would be 0 minus negative 5 does not equal negative 1. See? So that's okay. So you would have found out your mistake and say, okay, wait a second. How do I fix this? So now that we know it's negative 1, or you think it's negative 1, well, I know that's the right answer. So let's see if I can get. Oh, boo! I'm having issues here. You think I can get that 0? I did. Okay. So we're going to do negative 4 times negative 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to see if that makes it true. What's negative 4 times negative what?
Positive 4.
It's positive 4 from Dorito Man. 4 good guys and 5 bad guys. Negative 1. See? So it did work. Happy face. Okay, get it?
Yep.
Thank you. All right.
Good job, Pineapple.
Yes, very good. All right. Number 3. All right, who's doing that? It's going to be Gremlins and Crystal. Woo! That was exciting. Mr. Pass's children clap. Okay. Okay, pick a color, any color.
Purple.
Purple. Okay. All right, what do you do first?
Superstar, co-star, and extra.
Right. Did you hold on? Go ahead.
So the X is the superstar,
Superstar.
and then the co-star is 4.
Oopsie daisies. I pushed back and then it moved over. Sorry about that. Okay, Superstar X, co-star 4.
And then the extra is 7.
Extra 7. Okay.
And then you have to subtract 7.
Find negative 7.
Very good. 4x is equal to?
To 24.
Yeah.
24. Yup. Now?
And then you divide by 4, which is x equals 6.
Very good. X equals to 6. I think they're right. I'm going to test it though. 4 times 6 plus 7 is 24 plus 7. Oh, what did I do? I'm supposed to put the other one. 31. So 24 plus 7, is that equal to 31?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so that's the right answer. All right. Can I move?
Yeah.
You okay? All right. Pick a color, any color.
Red.
Red. Okay. Superstar.
T.
T. Co-star.
2.
Extra.
26.
Good. Negative 26. Okay.
And then you have to do positive 26 to both sides.
Very good. All right. So now we have 2t equals
Equals 38.
38.
And then you divide both by 2, which is t equals 19.
Very good. Okay, and now, let's see. So, we should test it, right? You know how?
2 times 19 negative 26 equals 12.
Okay, there we go. And let's see if that's true. 2 times 19 is 38 minus 26. Is that 12?
Yes.
We are, yes, that's exciting. All right, let's hear it for the Gremlins in New Jersey. Okay, number 5, Cash Money and 007. Cash Money and 007. There they are. Thank you. All right, so pick a color, any color. Blue. Blue. Sunglasses off, please. Okay. Okay, blue. What would you do first, sir?
Alright, first we get rid of the -1 and make it a positive.
Correct. Can you give me the Superstar Co-Star Extra for people at home?
The superstar is the 5. I'm sorry, the X.
Uh-huh.
The co-star is the 5,
Uh-huh.
and the extra is 1.
You got it. Okay,
And whatever
so
you do on one
both
side,
sides.
you gotta do on the other side. Then you would do scoreboard and get -1 because
Right, so bad guys win by 1.
by 1. Then you would divide
Careful.
5 from. No, sorry, no. You would multiply 5 from 1.
5, right.
And 5 times +5 times -1 equals -5.
Okay, good. Do we agree? Yeah? Are we done?
No.
No.
Well, yeah,
Yes.
but we should check it. Do you know how to check it, Mr. 007?
No.
No? Okay. What? I want you to look here carefully. So when we thought it was 19, we put it in here. Do you see?
Yeah.
Okay, so
So-
see if you can get that to happen here.
5 would be on the negative X.
Yeah. So can you read it to me, what I'm supposed to write?
5 divided by +5 equals -1.
Well, start with, well, actually, we need to read the whole thing. You see how we did 2 times, see this?
Yeah.
Do the whole thing. You're on the right track, but do me the whole thing, starting with the -1. Okay?
It'd be -1
-1
plus
Plus,
-5 over +5
there you go, equals.
equals -2.
Very good. Okay, so we're going to do the division first. -1 and then a positive divided by negative is a negative. 1 bad guy and 1 bad guy make
Equals
2
2
bad
bad
guys. There they are. All right, let's hear it for Cash Money.
Pineapples.
Cash Money has one that's a little more difficult. All right, pick a color, any color.
Blue.
Blue. All right. First step.
Oh, you have to do distributive property.
Yeah, everybody say distributive property. Okay, 3x plus 15. Oh, I kind of rushed through that, didn't I? Sorry. It's the end of the day. So 3 times x is 3x. 3 times 5 is 15. Now what?
Then you have to subtract 15 on both sides.
Right, so we have Superstar, Co-Star Extra now. See that? So subtract 15 on both sides. Okay.
Once you do the good guys, bad guys, you should get -6.
Okay, good. So we've got a scoreboard. Good guys score 9, bad guys score 15. Who wins? Bad guys.
Then you divide the -6 by 3
Mm-hmm.
and the 3x by 3. Then you should get x equals -2.
Very good. Okay, should we test it? You can do that. Let's test it. See if it's right. Okay, so we just take the original problem here, and instead of the x, we're going to use -2. So, 3 times, what? -2 plus 5. Okay, what's -2 and 5? -2 and 5, who wins? Good guys. So it's 3 times 3. Does that equal 9?
Yes.
Yes! Oh, bell's gonna ring very soon. Okay, so we're gonna pause this and pick. All right, so let's hear it from Lacey. For Lacey coming all the way from I don't know. All right, thank you, Lacey. So, how do we do this?
Okay, so before you do anything, you have to find out which one's like the Superstar, Co-Star, and Extra.
Okay, what color do you want to use?
Purple.
Purple. Okay.
So first, you have to find out the superstar, costar, extra. So the superstar is the x.
Yes.
And then the costar is the -2.
Yes. Oops. Costar.
And then the extra is the 1.
Yep.
And then the first step would be you subtract 1 from both sides.
Good. So A, B, C, or D?
B.
B. All right. That was perfect. That's it. Good job, young lady. Okay. So now we have Enosuke and Uncle Joe coming all the way from Los Angeles, California.
Welcome, Uncle Jill.
Okay. So what color do you want to use?
Green.
So here we have a word problem. So it's kind of the trickiest one on the whole test here. So what I like to do is go sentence by sentence and say, what does that sentence mean? Okay, stop. What does the next sentence mean? Now, if you have another way that you like to do it, that's okay. But that's what I like to do. So let's try that. First sentence. When Mrs. Sugar turned on her oven, the temperature inside was 50 degrees. What does that tell us? Is Uncle Joe? Was it Uncle Joe or Enosuke right now? It's Uncle Joe. Okay, what does that tell us?
It tells us that was a starting. It was a constant.
Yeah, so we're starting at 50 degrees. That means we're going to use what we call in math a constant. Everybody say constant.
Constant.
Everybody say constant.
Constant.
Yeah, so we got C-O-N-S-T-A-N-T. So write that down, constant. A constant means it's what? You have that, Uncle Joe?
Number without variable.
Right, it's a number all by itself without a variable. So it's a number without a variable. So do all the choices have a 50 all by itself without a variable?
Nope.
No. So what can we do?
Cross out D.
Yeah, we can cross off D, the fourth one, because it has 50M. You all see that?
Yeah.
50M is definitely not our answer. Okay, next sentence. The temperature began to rise at a rate of 30 degrees per minute. What does that tell us? What does that tell us?
That we're multiplying. Click out 30 per minute.
That tells us that we're multiplying.
Yeah.
And I'll explain that a little bit. So, everybody, I want you to think about it with me for a second. So, every minute we go up 30 degrees. How many degrees?
30.
Yes. So, 1 minute, that's how many degrees? 30. How many degrees for 2 minutes?
60.
60. Everybody, what about 3?
90.
90. So, what are we doing to the number of minutes?
Adding 30.
We're multiplying. See? If it was 10 minutes, it would be 30 times 10. So, now that's why I say it's multiplying. And so, therefore, it's going to look like this. 30 with a variable. And they're using M for minutes. So, it's going to be with a variable. Alright. So, which problems have 30M in them?
All three of them.
I mean, which choices? Yeah, all 3 of them, that's right. Okay, so let's go to the last sentence. And Enosuke is going to help us with this one, right?
Yes.
How long did it take for the oven to reach 375? So our key word here is reach.
Reach.
What does reach tell us?
Equal.
Yeah, it tells us that we're getting it to equal 375. All right, so which one of these says equal 375?
B.
B. It's the only one that's equal to 375. See that? See that? See that? See that? See that?
No.
Okay, so it's B. All right, let's hear it for the guys. Uncle Joe and Enosuke. All right. Now we have for number 9, Zenitsu. Let's hear it. Where are you coming from, Zenitsu? He came from anywhere. I don't know where that is.
Did you come from Alaska?
He came from anywhere. All right. What do you need, Zenitsu, to change an inequality? I mean, when? Excuse me. When? When do you need to change an inequality sign from greater to less than, or from less than to greater than?
When you are solving a problem by multiplying or dividing by a negative number.
Okay. When you went so fast. When you are solving not just an equation, right, but an inequality. So let's write this down. When you are solving an inequality, okay, and you do what?
And you are multiplying or dividing by a negative number.
Multiply or divide by a negative number, which we all know, right? Yeah, we do. Multiply or divide by a negative number. It's a little sloppy. I put a little hyphen there. Negative number. Is that really hard to read?
Yes.
Okay, I'll rewrite that negative. Sorry about that. Let's see. Negative. Okay, there we go. A little easier. By a negative number, which we already knew. All right. Excellent job, sir. All right. So next is JMC. You doing these two?
Yep.
All right, JMC. Where are you coming from?
Coming from City of Los Angeles.
City of Los Angeles. This here for JMC. Oh. All right. So how do we graph our inequalities? Can you help us out here? Pick a color, maybe.
Blue.
Blue. All right. How do we graph this?
So we're gonna go and dock on -5.
Okay, good. Now, is it an open circle or like a closed dot here?
It's a closed circle because it has a line underneath it.
Has a line underneath it, right. And does anybody remember my little shortcut for this? Right. It looks like a little plate underneath, right? And if there's a plate, then we're not going to drop any of our spaghetti. But if there's no plate, we drop our spaghetti. So, this one has a plate, right? So therefore, you need to have a circle that's all closed in. All right? Which way is it going, left or right?
It's going to the left.
It's going to the left. How can you tell?
Because the arrow is going it's what's called. It's the greater or less than symbol is going and pointing to the left.
Pointing to the left. You're right. So it's like a shortcut we can use if the variable's on the left. However, it's also because R is on the little side, right? So that means it's everything less than.
Yeah.
All right. How about number 11?
Number 11, we're gonna draw a plate on -6.
Okay, so open circle or closed circle?
Open circle because
Open circle. Yep. Okay. And then which way is it going?
it is going to the right
It's
because
going to the right.
the arrow is pointing to the right, and also because the N is on the greater side.
On bigger
So
side.
it's
So it's
anything
everything
greater.
bigger. You got it. Very good. All right. Excellent job, Mr. JMC. Let's hear it from John from Michigan. Thank you, everybody. All right. So how would you do this problem? Now, we want to think about the tricky inequality thingamajigger first, right?
Yeah.
Okay, how do we do that?
First we need to add 6.
Right, but before we do that, I want to decide what I'm going to do with my inequality. Do you know what I mean?
I forgot.
Okay. Well, what happens sometimes with our inequality?
You have to flip it.
Right. So sometimes
yeah.
it's going to switch to the other direction. So we want to decide, is it going to or not? How do we do that? There's a shortcut, right?
Oh yeah, you're gonna have to switch it because the costar is negative.
Very good. So we look at the costar. So costar is 4. And since the costar is negative, that tells us that we're going to divide by a negative. So that's a yes problem. And we're going to be pointing to the right when we get done. Did everybody write that down?
Yep.
Did everybody write that down?
Uh-huh.
Yay. All right. Okay. So like he said, first step is add 6. And then our 6 is gone. Negative 4x is less than 16. All right. Now what?
You have to put the negative 4x over negative 4.
Very good. Divide by negative 4. And then remember our sign switched to the other way because we divided by
A negative.
All right. So we get negative 4. All right. Very good, sir. All right. So last one, JMC, you're back up. All right, JMC. So same thing again. We're going to decide what to do with this inequality, right? Is it going to stay to the left or is it going to move to the right?
It's gonna stay to the left
Okay, he's correct. Why is that?
because we are not because the costar is not negative.
Right. The costar is positive 4. So that's a no. All right. First step.
We're gonna add 7 on both sides.
Add 7 on both sides. All right. The 7 is gone. N over 4 is less than.
Positive 1.
Right. Positive 1 because it's 7 good guys and 6 bad guys. Right.
Yep.
Right. Okay. Now.
Then we're gonna multiply both sides by 4.
What on both sides?
We're gonna multiply by 4.
Multiply by 4. Correct. Very good. And
Then n is greater than. Less than positive 4.
yep. Very good. We're done. Woo! All right. Do we want to say goodbye to YouTube or something? There we go. Anybody? Bye? No goodbyes?
Bye.
Somebody wave.